No, see, it's kind of it's funny because Ron Paul and his supporters, it's like when you talk about them, when you talk about him, they hate that. They get all mad. They get all riled up and everything. Most of them, most of them, not a very bright bunch. Um, Ron Paul, this guy needs to be stopped dead in his freaking tracks. He's not gonna win the nomination. He's not. He's gonna lose. Hands down, gonna lose. His arrogance is not going to allow him to just accept defeat and get behind the nominee, whoever wins. So he's gonna run, run third party, therefore guaranteeing Obama the victory, pretty much. And if the GOP was not, I don't know what the word that I want to use, ashamed of or scared to get behind a real conservative instead of a moderate like Mitt Romney, we wouldn't even have this Ron Paul problem. But we do. Ron Paul is a problem. He's a big problem. Newt Gingrich said it best. Newt Gingrich just flat out said it that I would never vote for Ron Paul. And I agree with him. If he's not going to win, but say if Ron Paul did win the nomination, then I just wouldn't vote, because I'm not going to vote for Ron Paul or Barack Obama. It's not going to happen. There's no way I would cast a vote for either one of those guys. But Ron Paul's not going to win, but he's definitely capable of screwing things up. Definitely capable of screwing things up. And, not to diss everybody who lives in the state of Iowa, but just think about it. Barack Obama won Iowa in 2008. And Ron Paul has a big chance of winning Iowa. What does this say about the state of Iowa? It'll be a really great day, a really awesome day when people, and there are people on the right who understand this, but there are a lot of people who don't. And there are a lot of people who don't get it. And the more I try to explain it, it's like people still don't hear. It's like a libertarian is not a conservative. Just because you're conservative when it comes to fiscal issues and you support capitalism and the free market doesn't make you a conservative. Because libertarians, when it comes to the social issues, libertarians cannot be separated from liberals. They share the same views. The only difference between a liberal and a libertarian is that the liberal hates capitalism, the liberal hates the free market, and the libertarian doesn't. But a libertarian is going to tell you flat out that states have the right, to recognize same-sex marriages. Libertarians really don't care about standing up for abortion and defunding Planned Parenthood. Libertarians want prostitution and drugs to be legalized. There's certainly nothing conservative about that. Libertarians really don't give a crap about Israel. Libertarians are not going to support our military, our troops. Just like liberals, libertarians are not pro-military. They don't really care about a strong defense. And Ron Paul, like a liberal, has made it perfectly clear that if he was elected and he got into office, the first thing that he would do would slash military funding. But he's conservative. But this is conservative. Libertarians are conservative. Libertarians are conservative. No, libertarians are liberal, and they will support every liberal thing under the sun, just as long as it doesn't mean that they have to pay for it. I'm not falling for the libertarian crap. I'm not falling for Ron Paul. Ron Paul sucks. Ron Paul is wrong for this country. Ron Paul is an isolationist, and Ron Paul will not keep us safe. Ron Paul will get us killed, which is why. Think about it. There are people on the left who support Ron Paul. Muslims support Ron Paul. Louis Farrakhan supports Ron Paul. A Ron Paul presidency is the start to a second 9/11, because his foreign policy is the type of foreign policy that would get us all killed. But hey, if you want to vote for Ron Paul, you do what you do. But I'm not. Guy's a freaking joke. I know a liberal when I see a liberal. And I know what conservatism is, and libertarians are not conservative. It just is what it is. So deal with it.